and this week I want to talk to you about mental health issues, depression, anxiety, and where I've been all month. So if you're a subscriber here, you'll know I've been away all of March. I didn't upload any videos, and I normally upload a video every week on a Monday, and the reason I didn't upload any videos is, in all honesty, I was feeling completely crap and overwhelmed and just not in a very good place, and I really kind of want to show up and like be positive, because I think what we watch on YouTube really impacts us. And I know if I kind of watch something like positive and inspiring and happy, I go away feeling better. And sometimes, you know, we can watch something and we can feel quite drained, and I just really want to like be responsible and just not want people to feel drained after watching me. So I'm always really mindful, but I didn't want to also be fake and be like everything's great when I wasn't feeling great. And I just felt like I was having some sort of like mini like sort of crisis, like a real premature midlife crisis. I don't want to be offensive, because I know obviously midlife crisis must be really like it's nothing to be joked about, but as I've got older and I recently turned 31, I've just started to like, I was just feeling like really insecure, like maybe I'm too old to make YouTube videos, and maybe I'm just like too old to have a decent career, and just and like just really thinking, I don't know, just crazy thoughts like, you know, maybe I shouldn't show up on like a video because who's gonna want to look at me, and just like my mind was just like in a real kind of like low vibe. I'm generally like a really happy person these days, but last year in 2016, I spoke briefly about this, I wasn't, and this year I've been feeling much happier, but still there's been like insecurities and just like not good things that have snuck in. So you're probably thinking, well, how can you say you're a happy person? Surely that's like not real, that's a bit fake if you're saying you have all these negative emotions. The reason I can say that is because I have suffered with really bad depression in the past, and it's certainly nothing like that. And I know obviously there are all different degrees of depression, but I think when you start just labeling somebody straight away as like having depression, I think you like literally like become that, you know. And basically I spoke out and I started sharing what was up and the problems. Basically there's a family situation, nothing serious, but something that I was really struggling with, and basically to cut a long story short, it was making me really sort of question my abilities as a mum. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I was really struggling it, and that's what was getting me down. So I believe in kind of being vulnerable and sharing your truth, because when you do that, then the situation changes. Like what you resist persists. I really believe in that. So I kind of shared this information with some people I'm close with, and somebody said to me, oh, you really need to get your mental health issues sorted to kind of help this other person out. And I was really quite offended by that and kind of took it really badly and just felt like it was an attack, and I sort of really wanted to go, oh, you don't know me, I'm nothing like how I used to be, because I felt like I was being judged and that I was that person that I used to be, that needed psychiatric help, that needed a psychologist, that really was in a deep place and needed counselling. I was really quite messed up, and I really felt like they were treating me as if I was that person still, and I felt really misunderstood. And then I realised that it was a blessing, because them saying that made me realise that actually I'm not that person, and we can show up and we can say I'm really struggling with this, and that doesn't mean we're depressed. And I think that's something that's quite beautiful. There's no shame in suffering with depression, but I think we're too quick to label it. Like if you're going through something really difficult, you are going to feel depressed. Like, you know, if you've lost a job, a family member, a relationship's broke down, there's something going on in your life that doesn't feel good, you're going to feel depressed. But feeling depressed because you're going through a bad situation or something is very different to actually being depressed. Like being sad and angry and frustrated and overwhelmed, they're all great emotions. They might not feel great, they might feel heavy, they might feel uncomfortable, but that's because we don't want to feel them. But without working through them and feeling them, you can't get to happiness, joy, bliss and all these things. And that's what I was doing in March. I was working through funky emotions so that I could start feeling good. And guess what? I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling better. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to be necessarily back on track with my YouTube videos. I'm doing a video every week, but not because I'm not feeling good, because what I've realised, I want this to be a place of joy, and I don't want it to be a place of like overwhelm and stress. I really want to just show up fully and be happy. And if I feel kind of like things, if I feel a bit overwhelmed and feel like this week I can't fit a video in, then I'm going to be okay with that, because what I found was, I was like, oh, I need to make something happen, I need to force something happen. So every week I've got to get a video out, even if I really wasn't feeling good in my own life, and I really felt like I didn't have time, and I felt really stressed, and I felt like people in my family needed me to be there and show up, and I felt like I couldn't because I needed to do a video. And then I was thinking, God, I'm just forgetting about what's important. Like, that's it. Sometimes you just have to be there, and you have to like live moment to moment rather like milestone to milestone. I read that recently in this book, The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. I'd really recommend that book. But yeah, that's basically what she said, like live moment to moment. And that really resonated with me. Sometimes we just future trip, and I think that's when we have anxiety. Anxiety is when we're constantly thinking about all the stuff we've got to do rather than just slow down. And I think there's a lot to be said about slowing down. And I was really scared about taking March off, because obviously, you know, I know compared to some people I have a lot more subscribers, and compared to other people I have barely any. So I was thinking, oh, if I take March off, I'm gonna lose subscribers, and that really scared me, because when you feel like you don't have many, and please believe me when I say I appreciate everyone that's subscribed to my channel and watches my videos, but when you're in that place where you're comparing yourself to other people, so you feel like you don't have many subscribers, it almost gets like you don't take any time off, you don't take a break, because you're scared of like the knock-on effect and that you'll never make it. So to take March off, even though it was definitely the right thing to do, I was really scared that I was going to lose subscribers. And it goes to show that sometimes you just have to trust everything will work out, because I don't know how this happened, but my subscribers went up. I think before I took March off I had like 190, and I think now I'm on like 212. And I know some people are probably thinking, well, that's only like 20 extra subscribers, but I did nothing, and none of my videos are like viral or getting watched all the time. So that was actually a major result for me, and it just kind of confirmed that you have to just sometimes just believe that if it's your door, it will open. Like, everything that needs to be done will be done, and sometimes we just have to kind of trust the process and the path. And if we need to have a break, we should have a break. I think we're too quick to kind of say like somebody hasn't got their self together and they're depressed if they're struggling, or if they're feeling like sadness, even if it's like on a daily basis. Like, you're bound to feel sad if you're not accepting of a situation and you're not talking about it and you're resisting it rather than look for solutions. So I think this first step is to just be really honest and to be really truthful, and then from there you can go on. So I just kind of want to show up, and I really want to turn this channel into kind of like a wellness lifestyle channel. But what I've realised is I don't need to show up and always be this like happy bubble and be like, this is my life, it's really amazing. I can just be really honest with you, like treat you like a friend, and just say, this is what's going on for me, and this is how I'm feeling, and this is how I'm working to like just feel as happy as I can and as healthy as I can. That's my only intention at the moment, to feel happy and to feel healthy, and I think that's should be everyone's intentions. Like, nothing from the outside of us can make us happy. Like, it can temporarily, but definitely not permanently. Like, you want to be happy, you want to feel good, like that comes from sorting out your thoughts and what's going on in your head. So that's it from me. I'm gonna be back more regularly, but I'm not pushing any pressure on myself to do a video every week. That might be that I do a video, it might be that I do 2 or 3 videos every week. It really is just gonna be like how I feel, and yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye!